The original Thunderbirds was a relatively short-lived series, but it's become something of a totem for what I think is a unique era in British filmmaking. This book lifts the lid on the supermarionation process to find out what made it work. The inspiration for Thunderbirds The Vault partly came from the last book I wrote for Random House, which was published to celebrate the 50th anniversary of Doctor Who. Well, here we are with the 50th anniversary of another great television institution, and my starting point here was the same. I wondered what it would be like if there was a vast museum devoted to Thunderbirds, full of costumes and puppets and other memorabilia associated with the show. Well, I realised that to a large degree this was wishful thinking, because although quite a lot of original material does survive, it's scattered across private collections all over the world. The only way to create such a museum would be to do it in a virtual sense within the pages of a carefully designed book, and I hope that's exactly what we have here. Working with the designer, Mike Jones, we spent about 18 months tracking down as many original items as we could. Everything from original studio memos to scripts and costumes and puppets, and photographing them as carefully as we could. These images are the backbone of the book. The rights to Thunderbirds are owned by ITV, and while they don't have an archive of models or puppets or anything like that, they do have a fantastic collection of original negatives and stills relating to this and all the Gerry Anderson shows. We were very lucky to be granted access to that archive, and we've found not only pristine versions of stills that fans may be familiar with, but also, I think, quite a few images that haven't been seen before. Gerry Anderson is sadly no longer with us, but I didn't want this to be an obstacle to representing him in the book. So of course his voice is in there based on many of the interviews that I conducted with him, but we'll also be hearing from other key members of the team such as John Reed and Reg Hill, and I'm pleased to say we've got lots of new interviews as well with people such as David Lane, Alan Perry, Shane Rimmer, Keith Shackleton, all people who made important contributions to Thunderbirds. This is the first time I've attempted a major appraisal of Gerry Anderson's career without his help and guidance, and while of course I miss him, his absence has provided the opportunity to introduce lots of other voices into this book. I think throughout I was motivated by trying to create something that he would have approved of, and trying to create something that celebrates his legacy.